Good morning, good afternoon, sorry everybody. My name is Tato and I'm from the Pioneers group. Today I'm joined by my colleagues Katlaho Setedi to the far right. Next to Katlaho is Tiso Morara in the middle, and last but not least is Chantel Munodwafa. And then also there handling our slide presentation show is Homo Lemo, who you will see shortly as we carry out the presentation. Okay. So basically today this presentation will be examining the performance challenges currently facing Choppies Enterprise Limited. Choppies is a leading Southern African retail chain, and it proposes innovative strategies to restore profitability and operational efficiency. The company's strategic missteps, particularly its rapid regional expansion and governance shortcomings, have further strained financial and managerial resources. So to bridge these performance gaps, the presentation introduces the ambidextrous business model innovation framework, which is enabling Choppies to balance exploitation of existing strengths with exploration of new growth opportunities. By leveraging its extensive retail network, Choppies can integrate digital services, pursue sustainable initiatives, and strengthen governance structures through clear performance matrix and ambidexterity management capabilities. So we'll be also using the Lewis change management model to implement the performance enhancements. The management model is applied to guide the structured implementation, as I just said, of the ABMI, ambidextrous business model, right? Through unfreezing entrenched practices, changing operational and strategic processes, and refreezing new systems to ensure lasting transformation. Completing this frugal and contextual innovation is proposed to deliver affordable, locally relevant solutions tailored to diverse South African markets. And then finally, the presentation outlines key recommendations which will focus on, towards the end of the presentation, on cost management, on lean operations, on supplier collaboration, on product mix optimization, and real-time financial analytics. Together, these strategies aim to restore Choppies' profitability, they aim to enhance efficiency, and they'll strengthen its competitive market position. Yes, thank you. I'll give the floor to my colleague here.
Thank you. My name is Chantal. I'll be the one taking you through the performance gap which we identified. We identified that there has been a decline in profitability. Choppies' profits have dropped due to the intense retail competition, rising operational costs, and Botswana's economic slowdown. Another issue which we have also identified is operational inefficiencies. Poor inventory control is one of them, and supply chain disruptions and inconsistent pricing, which have led to stock losses and reduced customer price. This all will be taking you through the next slide.
Good afternoon, good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ms. Tiso Morara, and I'll be taking you through the innovation model to bridge the performance gap, which is the ambidextrous business model innovation. First off, I'm going to define what it is. It's a model innovation that allows an organization to use two models at the same time, to use Choppies' existing model and to use other new innovative models that Choppies can integrate into the organization. So the first stage is the exploitation part, where you use the existing business models of Choppies, and the exploration exploration part is where you use the new innovative models to try and experiment into Choppies organization. As I explained earlier, it integrates both exploitation and exploration. It integrates innovative business model strategies with organizational ambidextrity, affecting value creation, capture, and delivery. This innovation involves processes like diagnosis, design, prototyping, and scaling, differing from the typical technology innovation execution. I'm going to pass the floor to my colleague, Ms. Katlego Teteti.
Thank you, Iso. My name is Katlego Teteti, and I'll be continuing under the ambidextrous business model. Choppies can also enhance its distribution, and it can also improve its sustainability efforts. It can also use ambidextrous business model to implement a structural approach so that we can be able to identify our exploitation and our exploration operations. And then 5 enabling capabilities under ambidextrous business model is demand prediction, technological integrations, collaborations, and knowledge systems. And then under ambidextrous business model innovation, we could also use the Lewin's model, which is a 3-stage operational process to change the performance of the business. Under Lewin's, we have 3 stages, which include, as my colleague Tato has mentioned in the beginning, it includes unfreezing, change, and refreezing. Unfreezing is our initial stage, which involves Choppies to tackle performance gaps, which involve profitability, inefficiencies, and missteps. Our second stage involves change. Change means moving our business operations to a new stage. We can enhance current operations and explore new models. This includes addressing the already existing supply chain inefficiencies and focusing on higher margin products. And then the last stage we have is refreezing, which involves integrating success via IT and budgeting, involving monitor key performances and indicators regularly. I will now give the floor to Shaate Kumulem.
My name is Kumula Mundongo. I'll be taking you through over recommendations. The lean management techniques which help streamline operations and eliminate efficiencies. Then we have improving supplier relationships and strategic source can reduce procurement costs. Reevaluating product means that there are some products at Choppies which make more profit. So the company can evaluate this product by eliminating those which makes low profit. Real-time financial analytics will enable quick adjustment to strategies. Then these changes aim to boost profitability and strengthen market position.
Okay. Thank you, Homolemo, and thank you to the rest of my team. We'll be concluding now our presentation with these words. In conclusion, the path will take to revitalizing Choppies Enterprise lies in embracing strategic agility and disciplined innovation. By adopting the ambidextrous business model innovation framework, the company can simultaneously optimize existing operations and explore new value frontiers. Guided by Kurt Lewin's change management model, this transformation will not only address structural inefficiencies, but also foster a culture of continuous improvement and accountability. Now, through cost discipline, digital integration, supplier partnerships, and locally grounded innovation, Choppies can rebuild consumer trust and restore sustainable profitability. Ultimately, Success will depend on the company's ability to balance ambition with adaptive governance systems. With these reforms, Choppies can reposition itself not just as a resilient retailer, but as a benchmark for operational excellence and strategic renewal in Southern Africa's competitive retail landscape. Thank you very much.
Okay, with performance gaps, you said declining profitability. How are you going to counteract that? What did you recommend under declining profitability?
So can you repeat?
Declining profitability, that's what you said is your gap. What have you recommended?
The ambidextrous business model, what it does is it should allow for other activities to take place, like figuring out like the cost cutting of other operations while still running this thing.
Cost cutting operations.
Yes.
Then operational inefficiencies, poor inventory control.
Yes, things like inventory control.
Supply chain management.
I'm done with the first one. Is there more the second one? The second gap? Are you still using the same approach?
That's second gap.
For the second performance gap,
Yeah.
Operational efficiency.
Operational efficiencies, inefficiencies.
yes,
I think it's moving.
I think so. Please just go up to the recommendation slide. For operational efficiencies, just go down one. You see the real term, financial analytics will enable quick adjustments to strategies. So maybe the operational inefficiencies will just come up with a strategy that can counteract that one.
You come up with a strategy.
Yes, I will formulate a strategy from real-time financial analytics that will show us why maybe there's an inefficiency in the operations.
You talked about Choppies. Does it have shops in other countries in Southern Africa?
Yes, sir.
Which countries are those?
It was in Zambia. South Africa.
Not in
That's Zambia, Zimbabwe, Namibia.
Go and corroborate that. Go and validate that. Choppies is not in South Africa. Choppies is not even in Zimbabwe.
So
Zimbabwe's been
from
closed
my
down.
Not
from my
Zimbabwe.
knowledge,
Zambia. Is it Zambia?
from my knowledge, say
Go and validate that information. When it started, it was there. It used to be there in Zambia. I mean, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Go and check whether it is still in existence in those countries.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
You don't have references in your slides. Why? Huh?
That very last
Yeah.
Kuba family, last stages.
So do you mean on the hard copy or clear?
That's how we call it.
so do you mean citations or just references?
Citations. Where are they? I can represent the academic work. Hey, it doesn't show that your is academic. You have some citation. The reference is there, you show because you have got nothing new. When correct those, add citations to
Yes,
those
sir.
slides. Yeah, we are done.